Okay, one of the questions that come up a lot is maybe moving to a tax haven like this versus going to Puerto Rico. And I've done quite a few videos on this in the past. Some of y'all have not seen those, but I want to just highlight because there's some few things that have changed with the foreign overseas exclusion. This pretty much pertains to people that are U.S. citizens or residents, people that are green card holders. Technically, the foreign overseas exclusion goes up every year. This is the exclusion that you get if you're overseas, and there's two qualifications, which I've done videos on that. I won't go into that today. But you can, if you're outside the U.S. a certain amount each year, you can qualify to not have to pay taxes on the first. Now it's $112,000 for a husband or wife, whoever chooses to take the exclusion. And if both parties file a joint return, they have income abroad, and they qualify for the exclusion, it would be $112,000 times 2, which is $224,000. Now, there are other types of advantages. You can get other deductions. So literally, you can make pretty much money. And this is based on earned income, not investment income. So if you want to get around that, the best way to do it is to relinquish your U.S. citizenship. Now, there are ways that you can convert investment income to earned income. I'd have to sit down and show you how to do that. It depends on the type of business that you got and so forth. But also, by doing this, if you set up an offshore corporation, a foreign corporation, which pays you your salary, that corporation doesn't have to withhold for Social Security since it is a foreign corporation. So you can really cut back on FICA that you can't do that with a Puerto Rican company. Plus, Puerto Rico has actually pretty high rates. You can pay a lot of money out in dividends, but there are stipulated amounts that you have to pay yourself in a salary, and their top bracket is over 30%. So, and then you got the corporate tax rate of 4%. So you're not going to get your taxes to zero. You can get your taxes to zero with the foreign overseas exclusion. You also have a mandatory charitable amount that you have to give also if you stay in Puerto Rico each year. It's around $10,000. So I mean, when you add it up, it's better than living in one of the states of the U.S. technically, but it's not going to get your taxes and the total amount you're going to have to pay out to zero, whereas the foreign overseas exclusion could. Okay, depends on if all your money's earned income. Now, if you're trying to get it to zero, there's no better way than to relinquish your U.S. citizenship. Also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out, and I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and ask for some help. Folks, we got over 600 videos. If you want these videos coming to you automatically, you got to hit that subscribe button on the right of your screen and the notification bell next to that, and you'll get these automatically. You don't even have to search for them, and you'll pick up some really good tips on this. So if you're wanting, this is a beautiful day in January. Can you imagine living down here and the first $224,000 that you make is tax-free if you qualify? If you're a U.S. citizen, you qualify for the overseas exclusion. This is a great benefit that you can use. Most people don't even know about it, and they don't even know how to apply it. It's a great benefit to use this. And like I said, I'm really against the Puerto Rican program. The reason I'm against it, I don't think it's going to last. I think people are going to move down there, and you're going to see a lot of people moving down there, buying properties, and then when they pull this loophole out, you're going to see the property prices plummet. The only reason the properties have gone up so much down there is because of this loophole they've thrown in there, but it's not going to last. I don't think it's going to last 5 to 10 years at the most. And I think anybody who's going down there now buying properties are going to be buying at really high points. And when you end up losing that loophole, you're going to see these property prices plummet. And there's so many better ways you can do it. The problem with the Puerto Rican program is it's geared towards the laws in the U.S. changing. When you relinquish your U.S. citizenship, it's totally different. Then you're out of the tax net. Okay, things don't happen to you with laws changes in the U.S. anymore. With Puerto Rico, you're always subject to the U.S. tax law changes. That's the problem with that. And another thing too is if you even with the foreign overseas exclusion, I don't see the government ever knocking that away, because remember, you can literally, with a foreign overseas exclusion, you can literally pay more in taxes with that. In other words, if you're living in Germany, that first $224,000 is going to be actually higher than what you would pay in the U.S., because Germany's got really, really high taxes. But see, the government doesn't, not everybody uses that exclusion to go to a pure tax haven like St. Kitts. I mean, I'm just giving an example using a pure tax haven, how you can get it to zero. But people that go to very high tax countries like Norway or Sweden or someplace like this, that exclusion is not going to really help you, because you're going to end up paying the high tax the first $224,000 in that other country, which could be higher or could be less than the U.S. And so, you're able to really utilize it if you're going to a pure tax haven. That's the key. And I don't think the government will ever change that. And if it does, just relinquish. I mean, that's one option you can do. You can always go back to the U.S. and get a visa to do it. But these are some options that you've got out there that you can try to do to get this done. Anyway, folks, if you want to learn more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and ask for some help. Be glad to help you there. We deal with over 100 citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. Right now is a great time to be coming to St. Kitts. Property prices are real low here, the cheapest of any of the pure tax haven countries. I've looked at Cayman Islands, British Virgin Islands. I've taken Bahamas. We've taken all these pure tax havens in the Caribbean, and Bermuda, which is in the Atlantic area. And all those prices are a lot higher than here, incredibly higher. In fact, if you could look straight out here, which you can't because you can't see the ocean from here, you can see St. Bart's on a clear day way up on this mountaintop here. And St. Bart's, to give you an example, 10 years ago, I looked at lots that were up on a hilltop that were overlooking the ocean that were $4 million for 10,000 square feet. And that's how close it is to here. And St. Bart's is not a pure tax haven like St. Kitts is. So, these are some things. We're surrounded by lots of countries here where the property values have gone through the roof. And it's just a matter of time. St. Kitts, you're going to see this happen too, because we're adding approximately, probably anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 millionaires every year with a citizenship program here. And what that does, man, all it does is perpetuates more and more people bringing money here, which is going to make the prices go through the roof. This is the time to go and buy while the prices are low, not after it goes through the roof. If you got any more questions, just send them through and be glad to help you anywhere I can. And I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.